Hello and welcome to Real Books Don't Have Batman. I'm Frank Duran.
I'm Deshawn Vasquez.
And today we're letting the dreamers dream on, and you get to pick what is your favorite. What would you make if you could just make any comic book movie? If you could make anything out of anything, if you could cast anybody, if you had unlimited money, what would you do?
Mr. Mixia Spitlick goes to Hollywood.
Hello, audience, and welcome to Real Books Don't Have Batman. I'm Frank Duran, and we are talking about a really fun topic today. It's kind of a more open thing. Dream team on your dream project. So that means any comic book movie that you want, any team, any idea you have. It's just kind of a fun kind of brainstorming session to find out what filmmakers want, what fans want for their type of movies. And we'll start with the filmmaker Donald Hallene down here.
Yeah, the filmmaker. I'm gonna start off with a very minimal thing and cheat and say that if I could make a comic book movie or a superhero movie of my own, I'd want to do Shazam.
Yeah? Why's that?
Because I really like that character. I like Billy Batson and all that stuff. And I really like the concept of a kid who can moonlight as like a grown-up adult superhero. I think that's really cool.
I think that's the way they should introduce the Justice League movie. I think they should have Shazam be the main character of it, and you kind of like follow Shazam joining the Justice League, and then you kind of have that.
That'd be interesting. I think they should just do a standalone. I think that's what I want. Is like a kid gets like this power to become a superhero, and that's like, and it's not like he gets superpowers; he becomes a completely different thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool.
My only problem is, and it's a great idea. It's just who directs that? Who doesn't make it cheesy as all hell?
That's why I said me.
You? Okay, there you go.
No,
Now,
I said emphasis on the cheesy part, all right? Not make it cheesy.
Fuck you.
So who's Billy Batson and Shazam?
I have no idea. Shia LaBeouf, no.
Bumblebee!
But like, in all seriousness, if I had like pick like a dream team to make a project, I'd really like to see a new Batman movie, done probably co-written by Grant Morrison and Neil Gaiman.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. Because you have something, because I think Neil Gaiman would sort of balance out some of Grant Morrison's crazy bug fuck things that so you wouldn't get like Batmite in the movie, but or you might, but it'd be like, wow, this is actually this makes sense.
Oh.
I totally buy this crazy weird thing going on. The Batman of Zur-En-Ar.
Yeah, I would hate it if they did Batman.
No.
You would love it.
Literally, the worst thing. One of my least favorite things to happen in comics is Batman Zur-En-Ar, but it makes sense. It's just like purple Batman.
I had this idea of it could be something along the lines of what they did in the '80s with Legends of the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Or Legends of the Batman, things like that, where you could just have this story of maybe like a story that I thought it was potentially maybe there's an outbreak from Arkham and he has to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just like, oh, the Joker did something again. I mean, the Joker could probably be there, but it's like, oh, I have to stop everything I've ever basically all of his dark secrets that he's locked away come back to haunt him.
Yeah, that's the best part about Nightfall. I mean, Nightfall is a great storyline, but and it ends with Bane breaking Batman. But what's the real cool part of that story is like everyone breaks out of Arkham and they run free. Yeah. So I was really excited for Dark Knight Rises to be like every villain, and they were just like,
Bane. Hey, look, Scarecrow for 10 seconds,
and there it is. But yeah, those are great ideas. Rob?
Okay. So I thought long and hard about this for the last 5 minutes.
You said long and hard.
I'm trying to think because, I like what everyone's doing with superhero movies. They're looking at the bigger picture because of Avengers. Everyone's setting up, for the fourth movie. I want something like that has a little more meat, I want something besides just superheroes punching each other in the face. So I would probably want to try maybe the Red Sun Superman arc.
Yeah.
You ever read that?
Yeah.
I think it's one of my favorites because there's so much in that, and I always love the what if kind of stories. Mm-hmm. And it's something completely different than anyone's ever seen for a superhero movie. Yeah. Everyone's seen Man of Steel, Iron Man 3,
it makes sense.
Campiness and all that. So I think that's something that people will hopefully enjoy and take something from it.
Do you think people would complain as much as Man of Steel with the Red Sun movie? Do you think people would be like, that's not my Superman? And you would just go, well, that's the freaking point.
I think so, because I think enough people would see it because it's different. Mm. And I would imagine every motherfucker who saw that would be like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping for, to open up that discussion, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I love about movies. Movies are a discussion between people, you know? You know, I consider a lot of the superhero movies like Iron Man and all that, that's entertainment, you know? I'm not going into the thing. But I was happy with Christopher Nolan because it was more of a discussion.
Yeah.
So that's why I consider it more of a film. So that's why I would like to see maybe like Red Sun,
That would be really cool.
or even I was thinking for a Marvel side, the Spider-Man Reign, is it?
Yeah.
Where the future where he's like really old.
Oh,
and,
yeah, it's kind of like what they did with Dark Knight Returns, but they were like, let's do it with Spider-Man.
Yeah, I would really like to try that because it's probably a lot easier than fucking
Yeah.
Red Sun, and it was just a cool concept to play with.
Yeah, I mean, old Doc Ock was awesome. in that.
Yeah, because you thought he was bad, and then he was like trying to bring back Spider-Man, and then I just would like to see something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. My dream project is Batman Beyond. I would love to direct the Batman Beyond movie. Call me. And but it's like
That's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know. Not Jeff Johns is like that man. He talked about it. Let's get him.
Wait, how many people watch this? Like all 10 people?
Yeah, all
watch
10
it? You
people.
know, maybe.
Our
We
huge
got
audience.
5 of them here.
Wait. We got 4 of them. I don't know.
But it's like I feel like Batman Beyond would lend itself so much to a movie because you got so much possibility. It's the future. It looks cool. You got anybody can be a new Batman. Like who would play Terry McGinnis? I don't know, but it would be like you can cast anybody as that. But of course, as I said before, Kevin Conroy has to play older Batman because I mean it's Kevin Conroy. So it's like. I feel like if they other than Clint Eastwood, if they had Clint Eastwood being like, "I'm old Batman,"
By
I'd
the
be
time
like,
you get around
I see
to doing
I
this,
disagree
Eastwood would
twinkle
be-
in Deshawn's eyes.
By the time you get around to actually doing this, Eastwood will be dead in the ground.
"Yeah, that would be upsetting." But I mean,
Hey, he said Peter
I know, I
Weller.
just died inside.
Peter Weller would be a sick old Batman. That'd be really cool.
Didn't he voice him in?
Yeah, the Dark
yeah.
Knight Returns animated.
It was really cool. I think he did a great job with that. But I mean, Batman Beyond, I feel like there's so many villains. It's like you don't have to do the Joker. I mean, Return of the Joker is my favorite Batman Beyond movie. But I mean, I feel that you there's so much possibility. You could do Shriek. You could do Blight. Like I mean, you don't even have to do any of those guys. You could just show them. Like, but I feel like it would be able for them to restart their universe without having to be like, we have to do a Justice League movie. Like, this would be like a huge jump for them. But you could do an independent movie like that, and it would still make millions. You just don't have to connect it to anything. I don't know. It's good. I would love that.
Yeah, but that's
You're next.
not to shit on your dream, but of course, like like studios are looking for the connection.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, oh, we want something that we can make a sequel, or we can tie it into 4 other films or whatever.
You can make a Batman
Make
Beyond
it
trilogy.
an indie film, you know?
It's just-
So, it's all metaphors. You
Oh
know?
yeah, make it like Looper. Nothing's really technology, and it's
You
just
know?
Batman.
Yeah,
Beyond.
yeah. It's Bruce Wayne, and they used to call him Batman in high school
It's
because
just
you know.
Garden State with Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God. So
I love Garden
Deshawn,
State.
dream project.
Either a Court of Owls film that they would get Snyder to write, or
Scott Snyder.
and I
just
had
to clarify, he means Scott Snyder, not Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
I hope.
Distinct.
I hope.
and I have no idea how it would work, but I would love to see it. Crisis.
Which Crisis? Which we
What do
talking
you-
about?
what do you
I don't
think
know.
I'm
Which one?
talking
You're
about?
talking about Infinite
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Crisis on Infinite Earths. Well, how do you even do that? Like that's characters that haven't been introduced. There's so many.
That's why I said. That's why I picked it as a dream.
Come on,
project.
Final Crisis, Final Crisis.
Crisis is terrible.
I've only read Identity.
but I mean,
I've read neither, so I'm
How have
just
you
like,
not read First
This
Crisis?
is what?
I know. I
Final
know.
Crisis is a gem
Fucking
compared
nerd.
to
But I mean, Anti-Monitor. I would love to see Anti-Monitor in
yeah.
something. Like I hope they do Anti-Monitor in a Justice League movie at some point because he really is. He's the ultimate villain in the DC universe. He's better than Galactus. Because Galactus is just like Fantastic Four. You can take me down. But like, if you need Anti-Monitor, you're gonna have to take everybody in the entire DC.
hero.
But wait, does
the
this
entire
guy have a
library.
really cool hat like Galactus?
He's got a dome thing.
oh, okay. Who would you think would win in a fight, though?
Oh, Anti-Monitor.
Anti-Monitor.
No, Galactus.
No way.
Dude, Galactus.
Galactus can be
Galactus
killed
is a
now.
Dude! Stylish. Alright?
That hat.
That motherfucker can eat planets like a snack, alright?
It's true. But
And plus, he's more iconic. Everyone knows Galactus. Hey, who the fuck is Anti-Hero?
oh.
You know, you just asked about him. And he's a nerd, you know?
You need to read Crisis. But
You need to get interested in girls.
Moving on.
Alright, first, one little tiny dream project that no one will ever agree with me on that I'm just going to toss out there. Squadron Supreme movie. Onto the Squadron Supreme?
Yeah.
That's a talk for another day. We'll have a whole panel about it. It deserves its own panel. My actual dream project would be some sort of like three-way battle in the streets of Gotham, both morally and physically, between Red Hood, Jason Todd, Red Hood that is, Nightwing, and this is where I'm going to lose you all, Azrael.
Oh.
I think adding the mystical element with him kind of... Jason Todd is the mix of Nightwing and Azrael's mysticalness.
Yeah.
And I think that just the three of them playing off of each other, trying to either solve this case or to track someone down, fight something, I think they would all play off of each other. Really cool.
The only problem I see with that project is the moment you announce that Azrael's in a movie, people would literally go start rioting in the streets. They'd be like, "No!" and flipping tables. Like,
Except like me and maybe
I think you overestimate
two
like
YouTube
the strength of nerds.
yeah, I
You
mean,
can't flip a table.
Strength in numbers. Strength in numbers.
Oh, so like 10 of them be like, this table's really
oh
heavy.
god, I can't do it. But I agree with you that they should do that because I feel like it would be really interesting to be like, hey, Batman is not just Batman, and instead of at the end of Dark Knight Rises when they're like, Robin could be Batman, he's a symbol, but I mean Robin could
the
do
thing
it.
is, we need a Batman before we can even get to like Nightwing and Jason Todd. We need a movie where we actually get Nightwing for once.
Even as maybe like an animated movie or something.
Yeah.
You know,
That'd be true.
It'd be really cool.
Honestly, there could probably be an animated Red Sun movie eventually.
Make Azrael
I would
relevant.
love
That's
that.
all I'm saying. Make Squadron Supreme relevant. I want relevance for my lesser known characters.
Which is hard. But Chris?
All right, this is probably going to be the longest part because I have a lot to talk about.
Keep it down. Keep it down.
Okay, I've had a lot of dream projects that I didn't know I wanted until I found them, like Scott Snyder and Stephen King doing the first volume of American Vampire, which you introduced me to. It was amazing. Neil Gaiman writing Whatever Happened to the Cape Crusader was amazing. And Joss Whedon's Astonishing X-Men run,
Yeah.
also amazing.
So you want all three of those together? X-Men, and Batman, and...
No. I'm just saying those are dreams I didn't know I had, and then I found them, and I realized I've been wanting this forever. I wouldn't mind Whedon doing a Batman comic, though.
Yeah.
He wanted to do that first Batman movie, but they picked Nolan over him, which was a mistake on DC's part, but I will not get into that. I'd also like to see another Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale comic. You know, a
But they always do comics together.
well, Batman comic.
Okay.
And Jim Lee and Greg Capullo.
Capullo.
I'm tired. Capullo switching for like they did with Batman. I think it was 19 and 20. Was that the
Yeah.
Clayface arc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a 2-issue. Greg Capullo does Superman Unchained for 2 issues, and Jim Lee does Batman for 2 issues. But my biggest dream project would probably be, and this would allow you to do yours if I got mine, is a 12 episode or a 12 season
12
long
episode.
10 episode each season Batman and Robin TV show,
Yeah.
like what the CW's doing with Arrow, but not as many episodes because 23 episodes is too long for a TV season, in my opinion. You have to get so many filler episodes in there.
So
it drags with
Star
the
Trek
plot.
fans everywhere are going 26 episodes, biatch.
Yeah, well, I never watched Star Trek because it was too long.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Also nerds.
Nerds.
But I think it would start with Batman and Robin. You wouldn't no background. You don't need an origin because you.
Everyone
You've
knows
seen it too many
Batman's
times,
origin.
okay?
Wait, who's Batman?
Wait,
He's-
is
who-
he the one who does this thing?
Yeah. Right tights.
Go,
Right tights.
go, Batarang.
But it would start with Dick Grayson, and it would
Dick.
Move on, keep going.
progress to Tim Drake, who would get an origin because it is him being introduced into the show. But we'd get Jason Todd in between. Sorry, I always forget. Jason.
Well, you have more possibilities with the TV show. I mean, you could do a whole run of Elseworld stories on the show. Like if you were like, hey, this episode's going to be Red, or this 6 episodes are going to be Red Sun, and then we're switching to Batman in Gotham by Gaslight. Like, you know, they could do that type of stuff, but who knows if DC is going to take that step towards it. I mean, it's kind of hard.
I mean, you know, obviously this is a dream thing. I don't think DC would ever go that way.
I mean, they kind of are, because they got Arrow, and now they're doing Flash.
Yeah, but the thing about it is DC will keep Batman on the big screen, and they'll keep Superman on the big screen.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they had Smallville, but that wasn't Superman. That was Clark Kent, and it was all. And like, even when it got to the point where Superman's going to happen, he was the Blur, for fuck's sake. So, but like, you know, so I think it's. I mean, I would love a Batman TV series that like took Batman seriously, but I don't think we're ever going to get one.
20 years.
Maybe.
By the time DC's current executives and all that are dead, because they got to be old. They don't know how to run their company. I'll take over. You know, even if I have to kill a few people.
They'll be dead because he's going to kill them.
But I mean, I feel like, my ultimate that's never going to happen, a Booster Gold movie. I think that would be hilarious.
Like if they were just Gold movie, but
Ambush Bug.
Ambush Bug. Oh God.
But there was the Blaze Comics nod in Man of Steel.
Yes, that's true. But I feel like we all have something inside our head festering, being like, you know, what would be an awesome movie?
A comic book movie about me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just be like Super Dick.
No. Fabulous Man.
Fabulous Man. Yeah, I think that would work.
You know,
By day, he's Bob Dick. By night, he's Super Dick.
I know. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to us rant about what we would love to see in comic book movies. If you have an idea for a movie, list it down below. It's never going to get made. So, comment. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you for watching, because I sure as hell didn't. But if you want to subscribe, click here. Watch other episodes. I guess they have a podcast that's only audio if you want to watch that. And they're doing a book club thing, right? Batman and Friends. So if you want to read it so you can watch their spoil podcasts, click on the book. It's Amazon. So if you click on that. There's a rape scene in it.